What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns here, giving you another Watch Dogs walkthrough. This is for the mission Breakable Things, and what's happening here is actually a precursor to the mission itself. You know, some things you have to do leading up to the mission. The first thing, of course, is you have to stop by the pawn shop, pick up a few items, and then move on to the next objective till you get to the mission. So we're not at the mission yet. What we got to do next is go here to this CTOS Control Center and hack into it. So that's what we're doing right now in a moment once I get over there. So the reason why I put these in here is because they were mandatory. You had to do these before you got to the next mission. So I consider it kind of, sort of, technically part of the mission. And I guess I could have left out the pawn shop, but I decided not to. But definitely the CTOS Center is important because you got to hack into it. And some people might actually be having trouble with this one. And it's actually relatively simple. And I'm going to show you how to do it right here in a second. And I didn't even have to enter the facility in order to accomplish this part of the pre-mission. So let's just call it that. The pre-mission leading up to Breakable Things for Watch Dogs. And in case you're wondering, I'm playing on the PlayStation 4. Alright, so Aiden's made it finally to the CTOS Center. And we got to find a camera. And once we do, we'll be able to hack into it. I guess you could go through the gate or the door, but that would be a different option for you. I mean, you could go that way if you want, but I chose to go the smart route, quiet and sneaky. So you jump around the cameras until you find one of the guards who has an access code, and once you find him, hack his code so you can move on to the next part of this objective. So we got that. Now, what you have to do is you got to blow this crap up over here. So you'll see an option right here for you to explode it. Do it. Boom! Cause a little bit of mayhem. A lot of mayhem. And then go to this camera. And that'll give you access to see that terminal. So you can hack the system. Then of course you have to do another puzzle. And I always leave the puzzles in case you're having difficulty with the puzzle. Some people can do these fairly simply. And some folks take time and they get frustrated and they give up. And hopefully this also helps you if you're having any sort of difficulty at all. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. Here to do what I can to make going through Watch Dogs a little bit easier in these missions that I've done for you. So we got to go to, let's see, we can't hack it over here, but we'll go to this camera. And there we are. Perfect. Alright, so we have unlocked the district through this CTOS Center in Chicago. In this district, which district is it? I don't remember. Anyways, now we got to escape, which isn't very difficult, by the way. You just have to run outside the bubble. And so we've accomplished all the pre-mission stuff leading up to Breakable Things. Now we just have to go and do the mission itself. Okay, so we're here at the Boatyard. The mission will start. And once again, I like to try and do it as easily as possible. So we'll access the camera, and we'll go in and we'll cause a little bit of mayhem before officially entering the facility ourselves. I mean, you could do it either way. That's the fun thing about this game. There's so many different ways you can accomplish the mission. And if you did it differently than me, go for it. List it below in the comments section. But I kind of do a little half and half. A little sneaking, a little hacking here. You know, using some explosives. And eventually, it gets to a point where you really can't take them all out with whatever you have at your disposal. So in a moment, I will obviously have no choice but to enter the fray myself. But that's okay. It's all good. Anytime I have to go in and, take them on, yeah, I'm going to do it, baby. Fortunately, one thing I did purchase from the gun shop, and I didn't really buy that many guns. Most of the guns I have, I've picked up from various missions and gang locations. But one I have purchased is the grenade launcher, because you run up against mofos like this, and it actually took 2 shots to kill the bastard. So yeah, having a grenade launcher kind of helps. Kind of, sort of. So you may want to invest in one if you have the money. But for everything else, I mean, like I said, I've picked them up along the way. Various gang missions, side quests, and whatnot. So now it's time to fight. Time to take these bastards out. A little gun-on-gun action, if you will. And there's the guy I'm going to have to hack, but fortunately, he doesn't have to be alive in order for you to hack his computer, so let's go ahead and kill him. Now we have one left, so we'll take that bastard out. And the coast is clear, So now we can run about. We'll hack him. And then, of course, we will go up the forklift to get to the top of this building in order to get to this office room. Climb up, Adam. Good job. His climbing skills are pretty good, by the way. And look at this window. Just conveniently open for us. How nice. And hack the door. Go in. And, of course, hack this computer.
Hack the cameras through the computer.
And that'll help us make it onto the next part of this objective. And we have to go after this guy. So now it's a chase. Got to go after this bastard. But there's a boss standing in our way, but we can easily deal with him. I just went ahead with a grenade launcher. I guess you could have hacked the explosive right there. That probably would have been the easiest thing to do. But I happen to have the grenade launcher right there, so I went for it. I'm going to jump in this muscle car. And the chase has begun. And for me, this chase lasted a while. I don't claim to be the best gamer, okay? I don't claim to be a superstar when it comes to doing these missions. In fact, I fail several times and have to repeat. But thankfully, there is editing, so I'm able to take all that crap out. But anyways, for anyone interested, this chase lasted a while. And I was able to get rid of the fixers that were chasing me by raising the bridge. And then a moment from now, I was able to get to the outside of a bubble. And once you get outside of the bubbles, it automatically does away with police, fixers, etc. So I was still chasing, but I decided to go ahead and solve one of my problems. And fortunately, he wasn't too far away, so I was able to catch up with him. A muscle car is a little bit faster than a truck, but once again, yeah, the chase continued. And it really did get frustrating, because it just seemed like it was going to take forever to finally stop him. And finally, I get him here blocked, and I decided to jump out of my car. And you don't want to kill him, but what you want to do is you want to stop his vehicle. So I pulled out my gun and started shooting at his engine, and that forced him out. And I would have had him right here, but for some freaking reason I chose to climb on the truck. I swear. I would have had the bastard right there. So now it's a foot chase, and this goes on for about another minute or two, and finally I get close to him, and BAM! Take his sorry ass out. And that is the end of the mission for Breakable Things. I hope that was helpful and informative, and like I've mentioned in previous walkthroughs for Watch Dogs, if you did it a different way, let us know below in the comments section. Be sure and check out all my content for both Watch Dogs and Grand Theft Auto Online. I post content daily. Subscribe to the channel. That helps the channel grow, and it encourages me to make more videos for you. Thanks for watching.